retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring to their knees. Pain for their disease.
Hello everybody, welcome to...
Why don't you play that song from the start?
Why?
Just do it.
This song,
That's it.
Dance with Mr. Hanky.
Oh yeah.
Everybody,
This is actually a pretty cool song, man.
this is a very cool song. Mr. Hanky loves the music, but it's not gonna hear. You see there's the mic though.
Can everybody hear the music playing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's gonna be UFC 281, Adesanya versus Pereira. We are super excited
Very excited about that.
and
This has been a long time coming, man.
yes, long time coming. Nobody loves a revenge like us, loves a revenge.
Revenge match.
Revenge match. And you have to have your person. You want retribution.
Listen, Rage Against the Machine.
That's not Rage Against the Machine.
Sounds like it.
Right, we're gonna get into the talk. So, yes, 281, New York, Madison Square Garden.
What an
It's-
event.
what
and
an
what
event.
yeah, and Madison Square Garden. I mean, everybody's super hyped about it.
Yeah.
And yes, so
Shall we go to the card?
yeah,
Let's
I
go
think
to
let's go to the card and
the card. And yeah, people, for anybody watching, you can either tip me in the tip notes, say you want to tip Max or you want to tip Mr. Hanky, and 100% of that money will go to each of us. Say $10 to
Yeah.
Mr. Hanky, and we'll split it like that. Depends on who you like best.
pretty please. But yeah, no, this is gonna be exciting.
And also welcome to all my YouTube viewers.
yeah,
I'm using Restream. This you can watch this on Twitch and on YouTube. Just follow the Max War
drop
channel.
us some comments, man.
Drop us some comments, please. We like. And there's another fucker that wants to comment. Did you hear him go beep?
Who's this?
Google.
All right, Google at the back.
Yes. No, shut up, Google. So right.
So if I'm gonna say, hey Google, what's the time? Thank you. Okay, I needed the time.
You needed the time. At 24 p.m. South African local time. And Google, stop it. Right. Adesanya versus Pereira.
What
Let's
lineup have we got here? Oh, there
We've
we go.
got a
82,
hell of-
81.
hell of a lineup.
Oh, Dan Hooker is fighting again.
Dan Hooker.
But listen, he needs to sort of like really get with it with this one. Do you know anything about Claudia Pule? How do you pronounce it? Pule.
Claudio.
Claudio Pule or Pule.
And Dan
Does
Hooker.
anybody know how to pronounce it? Let us know.
Let us know.
Send a voice note. Can you do voice notes or not really?
Yes. No, we can't. There's a... Oh, I actually forgot. There's actually now a new feature on Twitch where you can actually call. You can actually call in and talk.
Oh, right.
And we can allow you. I don't know if that functionality is activated, but everybody's welcome to talk in if they want. Right. Claudio Puelles versus Dan Hooker.
It would be interesting to just, have a look and see the Dan Hooker's last fights to see how he performed. And I don't think he did all that well.
No, Dan Hooker is actually on a big losing streak.
And tell me something, this guy, Dan Hooker's rated number 12 is this lightweight? or
This
not?
is lightweight.
Okay,
This
because
is the
before
lightweight.
that he dropped a lot of weight before that. What was his previous weight?
Oh, it's just YouTube saying I'm live. Sorry for that. Yay. Is Dan Hooker 171 LBs normally?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy competed in 145.
Crazy.
Crazy.
And he's quite tall.
He's quite a tall guy. Because they did complain about him looking all skinny and...
And do you know anything about this Claudio dude?
Not at all.
Claudio.
It looks like the woman would like him.
He's pretty ripped. He's American, is it? Or no, what is he? What's his nationality?
He's Peruvian.
Peruvian.
Right. So the odds are here. Well, Dan Hooker's on a 12 fight or had lost 12 fights. Wow. His record is not looking good, Dan Hooker, I have to say.
It used to look better, but...
I mean, this guy is the guy that beat Gilbert Burns. Huh?
Yeah.
So...
That's good for his resume, but...
Oh, he fought Makachev.
And he lost against Allen. Oh, yeah, that's right, he did. But that was... Makachev just blasted him.
Yeah.
And then he lost against... Also Chandler, remember that? And Poirier.
He fought...
That was... The fight against Poirier was like one of the best fights. The lightweight fights in a long time. I don't know if you've watched that
And
one.
wow, it was in 5 rounds. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
They really smacked each other like solidly. They had to go to hospital afterwards. I think more so Dan Hooker, because I think he was like really like out of it. It's like even Dana White said no, he's sending him to hospital because they took heavy punishment, smashed up faces. But what a fight! I think everybody appreciated that. But I think Dan, it was Poirier winning it on points.
Wow.
5 rounds.
Yes, it was a 5-round fight.
Unanimous.
Chandler dominated him. I remember that fight. It was actually on debut for Michael Chandler. He fought Dan Hooker and he just obliterated this guy. And I don't know, Parasat.
I've seen the guy. Almost looks like what's that middleweight that fought Adesanya? What's his name?
He kind of reminds me.
That had to fight Dricus as well.
He reminds me of Tuivasu.
No. That guy, what's his name?
He looks like Taito Iwasu if you look like
What's
that.
the guy that fought Adesanya? Maybe somebody can tell us or remind us.
Questions out there. Help us, please. Makachev and Allen.
Allen is a British dude.
You know, in this fight, I'm gonna go against the majority, and I'm gonna go for Claudio Puelles. But let's look at Claudio Puelles. What has he done? Striking.
Let's look at his record before you make any hasty decisions.
Oh, he beat Guida.
No, never heard of the guy.
Guida.
Never heard of him.
The guy's old, man. He's been fighting in it for years. He's like that rough guy.
No, never heard. Sorry.
Seriously? Guida is very popular.
I'm gonna go for Dan Hooker. Look, if he loses this, then maybe I'll, won't support him that much anymore. But I think he's got one more fight to impress. Otherwise, he's going to drop down heavily.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, right? So I talked about Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Certainly, Coach of the Year should go to Dan Hooker's coach, who is also the coach of Israel Adesanya. And
what's his name?
Yeah.
Something with a Barry something.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm quickly gonna have a look.
Right, I'll beat you to it. Hey Google, what's the name of Adesanya's coach?
According to Daily Mail, and
Eugene
speaking to Ariel
Behrman.
Helwani, Eugene Behrman, Adesanya's head coach at City Kickboxing, revealed that he had to tell his star man a few home truths in a bid to improve his game. We felt that everyone needed a kick in the behind.
Well, there you know.
Yes.
If you didn't know that, now you know.
No, you got a kick in the bind.
Would you like us to replay? No? Yes?
So I've personally
Eugene Behrman.
I think he is Coach of the Year.
No, he's good.
He's very good. His team is doing really well overall. I think Dan Hooker hasn't impressed much, but lately, and I just don't see this going Dan Hooker's way, unfortunately.
I'm gonna go for Mr. Dan Hooker. Maybe this guy. What's his age, by the way? Before I make a hasty decision. Look, he's got the reach as well, Dan Hooker.
Claudio is how old?
Compared to Dan Hooker, who is like maybe 30 something. He looks like he's young.
He looks like a young guy. Here we go.
26.
26.
Oh.
Hmm.
And Dan Hooker is 30.
Dan Hooker is 32. He's still young. Youngster. Wow.
I think maybe he's got the experience. I'll go for Dan Hooker. But if he disappoints, then I won't support you again, Dan Hooker. I don't care what you say. Izzy. No, Izzy. I'm not taking you on.
Yeah. And just before we jump to that, we normally don't do the prelim cards, but where's our very own?
Very own who? Is there something I don't know about any South Africans?
Where is he?
Is there? No, Drickers isn't fighting now.
He's
No, next one.
the next one.
That's only in December.
Oh, is he only fighting December?
Yeah, that's going to be a
Oh.
very good one. Can't wait for that. Against Mr. Irishman. No, not
no,
Irishman.
he's not British.
He sounds Irish.
Darren Till,
Darren Till.
Mr. Kamzat's partner. And the next fight, Frankie Edgar versus Chris Gutierrez.
Frank Edgar's had it. He's a legend apparently, but I
Yep.
think this Chris Gutierrez is going to
Gutierrez.
smash him. I don't know anything about the guy, but I just think by the looks of it,
And it's Frankie Edgar's last fight. Meaning, they're both from the United States. So this is bantamweight. Yeah, Frankie Edgar's been apparently champ for a long time. And he's one of the legends.
yeah,
Yeah.
used to be a legend. I don't think people rate him anymore. Look at what's the betting say?
The bettings is in favor
No, he's going to
of-
lose.
He's gonna lose.
I think he'll lose.
How old is this guy?
He's like 38 maybe. Let's see if I'm right. 41. Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's...
And the other guy compared to 31 maybe or 29.
I would say he's 31.
I'm,
Oh!
I said that. I mentioned that first. 31.
But we're both right.
Yes. Good guess. Well
Good
done.
guess. We are... That's why we are where we are.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Damn right. Boom.
Boom, Mr. Hanky. You're kicking ass.
Is there anybody that can have any? Is there any comments or anything? Maybe somebody that wants to comment about,
Don't be shy.
um,
Don't let it slide.
telling us that we suck,
Yes.
because we're actually not all that experienced at this. So any comments would
Yeah,
be
dummies
welcome.
like me that wear a red shirt. They say you never wear a red shirt on a TV.
Why not?
It's got the bleeding effect.
Oh,
So why you don't wear white, you don't wear black, and you don't wear red. And actually you don't wear blue or green as well.
then you can't wear anything. Just rip them shirts off.
Take off your
Go
shirt.
bare chested. Pose the nipple shot. Anyway,
This is not a kid show, by the way.
yeah.
Kids, you should be in bed.
Hey, this Brad Riddle. Oh no, that's the one before. Is that the prelims?
Yeah, that's the last fight of the prelims.
Who else is with the prelims? Dominic Reyes. Oh my word, he's dropped down to prelims.
After
Really?
Yuri blasted him with that back elbows.
But listen, I'd like to watch that fight. He's good. I think I've heard of Ryan Spann before. Let's see. Oh, Molly McCann is fighting.
Oh yes, she's partner or
She's quite funny.
she's one of the in the same
She's-
team as Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, but Paddy Pimblett, them two together, it's like a crazy moment. It's like, yeah, they're like, I think, I don't know, they're almost like a far off brother and sister. She supports him, he supports her.
Yes, I think they're from the same town.
Maybe.
Frankie Edgar, so I'm gonna go with
No, not Frank
Chris
Edgar.
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, yeah. Well
Gutierrez.
pronounced Gutierrez. Well pronounced.
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez.
There was a Formula One driver called Esteban Gutierrez.
Mexico? Is it Mexican? Can anybody tell us? Any Spaniard?
I can just say one name, James.
All right.
Right. And Right, one of the most, according to me, at this moment, the second most exciting fight on the cards.
I know who you're gonna pick, but I'm gonna go for the opposite.
This is a difficult. It's quite a difficult one.
Let's go. Look, their age. Maybe they're the same age.
No, they're not.
Chandler older.
Chandler's way is like 3 years older.
Really?
Chandler's 36, if I remember.
We were speaking about this earlier this evening
Chandler's 36.
when we did our barefoot bowls, and then
Mr. Hanky won. Raise for the champion and new
no
champion. It's time.
defending. But yeah, we were discussing that after having some beers afterwards, and then yeah,
You
I think
drank
most
beer?
yeah, just to one less than the last time. I'm not a good beer drinker though, man.
Mr. Hanky's experienced.
I stay with my limit. I don't want to feel like a dick the next morning and headaches and shit.
He's the Dan Hooker of beer.
I think Dan Hooker's also responsible, but yeah, I like Dan Hooker. I hope he wins. But Chandler is, what's his age?
36 compared to Poirier is
31.
32, 33. Poirier is 33.
And
This is quite a difficult one. I'm gonna say it like this. Why would Chandler win?
he's more explosive. I would
No.
say he's
Right.
durable. Having watched
Very
his
durable.
having watched his fight against freaking he fought Gaethje. Was it that fight? It was.
I'm not giving my prediction, but I'm gonna say why.
Why aren't you giving a prediction? You have to.
Wait, afterwards I will. Why Chandler would win, and then I would say why doesn't Poirier would win.
Okay, right.
Right. So why Chandler would win? What is currently his
Strength.
strengths? I think he's more motivated.
Yes.
Currently, he's very happy
Agreed.
to be in the UFC. He's very explosive. Anything can happen. And
He's even predicting him being champion next year sometime.
I think that is a bit far-fetched.
That is far-fetched. I think,
Sorry, I just don't think he
Yeah.
can beat Makachev or Oliveira for that matter. He has to be very lucky to beat Oliveira if he can catch him with a right hook. And Mr. Hanky, you are hungry after your pizza.
Yeah, but this is chips. It's Friday night food, man. Would you like some? Black pepper and salt.
Black pepper. Salt and pepper.
Very nice.
Very good. So, and why I would say Poirier would win is Poirier is, in my opinion, more experienced. He's been in the UFC longer and he's had more top level battles. But what counts for me against Poirier, I think he's very negative in the UFC due to 2 times interim champ. And I just don't. If he's actually thinking about his weight division, he just can't. He's not going to be champion of the lightweight championship. He's not.
You think he might change his weight again or not? I don't think so.
Well, normally he's 174 when he fights, and then also, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but this guy's been basically out for a year, almost a year, and he says he's hungry for fighting, whereas Chandler has been keeping up with fighting.
Experience in the ring.
Yeah, but he's been training. He's more fight fit. Chandler, he's already had 2 fights this year.
So you reckon
That's it.
Chandler's mentality at the moment is much better?
Much better. He's much.
And that could have a big influence.
Big influence. Yes, I think because he's so happy to be in the UFC.
Yes.
He's very ambitious in the UFC.
And fighting for his family.
Fight for his family. Also a good one. Whereas Poirier, I think he's a bit let down. He's a bit negative in the 155 category because of, being beaten easily by the champs when he was fighting for the title.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, like people say, what is Poirier's next move? What's up what is his plans for the future?
Mm.
If he wants to be champion, he's not going to be champion in 155. No offense to Poirier, but I just don't see him taking down Oliveira or Makachev.
No,
No,
not those.
not a chance. And so he probably is thinking about how is he gonna become a champion in the UFC, and is it a better move to move up to welterweight?
Which current champ?
Leon Edwards,
No, you don't want to do that.
and he's not gonna be.
He's not going to be a champ for much longer because Usman's going to be back.
Yes, and Covington, he's not gonna beat Covington. Poirier is not gonna beat him. So, yeah, and
I just think there's something about gaining weight also, because, when you're a bit lighter, you're quicker. Do you think not maybe when you gain weight, there's a thing about losing a bit of speed like John Jones, picking up weight? Some people commenting that John Jones is slower now than before. It just doesn't look as fast. And
yeah.
you need speed.
But the question is always, what is your natural weight?
That's the thing. I don't think it's a natural heavyweight, John Jones.
Yeah, like Colby Covington is a good example. He says he doesn't believe in weight cuts. He spends so little time weight cutting because he is naturally a 170 pounder.
Brilliant.
So it's not such an effort for him to cut weight.
Stay your own.
Yeah, fight your own size,
Yeah.
your natural size. And Poirier is actually, when he's not training, he's 174 pounds. So he's cutting basically 19 pounds for this fight. Okay, well, not that much. He's probably going to be 156, or who knows. And yeah, Chandler, but it's a difficult one.
The Poirier having the wingspan and the leg reach as well.
I'm also going to go against the stream and I'm going to predict a Michael Chandler win.
I'm going to do the same thing. I was thinking you're going to go Dustin Poirier, but I'm going for Chandler as well.
I'm going for Chandler. I just see him being the more positive guy, the more hungry guy.
We are going against the odds.
Yeah, it's only totally mental. I think Dustin Poirier is let down a little bit. He's not too negative. I mean, it's a fight, but
I think Chandler is just explosive, man. I think he's got lots of speed. I think he's quicker than Dustin Poirier. Maybe.
But then again, they say Poirier is a better boxer.
Well, yeah, which is true.
Poirier is a good boxer, and yeah, I've said it before. The gym where Poirier trains at, American Top Team, has not been doing well recently with their fighters. Joanna lost badly. Glover has lost, and Amanda Nunes was part of him. She left American Top Team. She came back on her own, and she beat the Vixen. And yeah, so Glover is now also in a new training camp. He's got his own Textera camp. I just think Michael Chandler has been training with Kamaru Usman a bit.
Oh?
Yes. So hungrier guy,
Wanting to win.
but then again, he's 36 years old, so he's kind of, Gaethje is 33. He says him and Usman, they are on the downward slope of their careers, he says, due to age. And if you look at Chandler, it's 36. Age might count against him. I think Chandler will probably be fighting one more year at a very good level, and then it's not going to be like that anymore. Right, so my prediction is Michael Chandler.
Same.
Carla Esparza versus Zhang Weili.
Champion versus an ex.
Why has the people not betted on this?
Must be something.
I kind of feel sorry for Carla Esparza in some way. At the press conference, they were booing her, the people. And
Why? We were cheering for Bailey.
yeah, but yeah, maybe the people believe she's not a true champion. but I don't know. I think it's quite unfair that people boo her. She actually got it in a kind of a controversial style, but it's not her to blame. I think it was Rose. Rose was pathetic that battle because there was so little striking. You know, the people started booing from the cage, so they feel she's probably not a true champion. But clearly, in that fight, she won. I also agree that she won that fight, although it's very stupid. But yeah, it's no reason to hate her. I feel. Who do you? This is a difficult one, eh? Because Wiley's very explosive. But can Wiley wrestle?
I'm going for Wiley.
Nobody has betted on this.
I'm betting. We're the first. What's your pick? Who's your pick?
Oh man. This is difficult, eh? Honestly, I think Wiley is gonna take it. I'll bet with Wiley. But this, I'm not 100% certain of my choice here. And shall we go to the main? The main card, where I disagree with Michael Chandler. He said it's the people's fight. Because this battle, the difference between this fight and this fight, we know this Adesanya Poirier fight is going to be brutal. We know it's going to be very, very entertaining.
It is. I'm actually looking forward to that.
But
a bit more than, because I think we know what's going to happen with the Adesanya fight. I've got a feeling where I know what's going to happen.
That the thing is, there's unpredictable. Why this is the main card? I personally feel is there's going to be unpredictability. What's going to happen here in this fight? We do not know. We know the Poirier fight is going to be a bloodbath. They're just going to go swinging. It's going to be high.
Look at that build, man. Both of them lanky, like actually well toned, and he's also actually huge, Pereira.
I do you.
Both 6'4". I mean, that is his.
Didn't Sean Strickland
true
say it's
nemesis.
a fucking big Brazilian?
It's like that's his true nemesis. Adesanya's reach, of course, a bit more, not by much.
So I watched. Wow, this is gonna be this is gonna be a very interesting fight. I just want to see Adesanya. What's his age? Is he 33 as well? Pereira is older.
Is he? Maybe.
Yes.
No, I don't think no.
I think so.
34?
No, I think he's 35 or 36. 35.
Thank you.
So he's training at the Textura MMA and Fitness Bethel. Right. So, what's different for me about this fight as well, and okay, Adesanya says he doesn't have much of a mental thing, right? But when I actually checked, I don't know. When I checked the, no man, now I lost my mind. Very unprofessional. Fuck you, Max.
You.
Thank you. Yeah, what I wanted to get at mentally, Alex Pereira is. Adesanya complained about his coach's harsh words. You know, towards the team.
What coach?
Eugene Berman.
Complained about his own coach's harsh words.
His own coach harsh words against. He said the training was needed, but the harsh reality was not needed. So.
Oh.
So is that a little bit of a mentally not trusting your coach? You know, it's actually quite a bad thing to actually have said. I wouldn't have said that, but that he felt that way. And you going with Adesanya?
Yes.
How is
Why do you think I'm going for Adesanya? Come on, read my mind.
he's I don't know. Look, don't underestimate Pereira.
I'm not saying underestimate him, of
Yes,
course.
but
He's got the element of surprise where he can, get a hook, left hook or whatever. That can happen. But I think the probability of Adesanya winning will be more. I think Izzy is going for a win, not for like a knock. I think there will be ground and pound, and then the ref will stop it in round 3 or 4. Something is going to happen. I think Pereira will gas out more. Izzy is more fit, and Adesanya is better at keeping distance, and he's got a better fight IQ. I don't know if you agree with me. He's come a long way. Look, although there's 2 knockouts, look, there is an element of surprise that can happen.
you do know Alex Pereira was a 2-time weight division kickboxing champion.
Mm. And of course, I've watched the knockouts and all that. Who hasn't?
Yes.
But look, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be like a Joe Rogan moment where everybody's gonna
Yeah.
like that.
I actually have not made up my mind on this fight, to be honest. Because if there's gonna, like I always say, in every fight, if there's gonna be a upset, I think it's this fight.
I know, but don't you think Izzy has already thought about that? Don't you think his IQ is as such? Look, anything is.
Oh, but don't underestimate them. Both are intelligent fighters.
Have you seen? He's sort of teamed up with Teixeira.
Yes.
Have you checked out his training with like archery, like with a bow and arrow?
Yes, but if you look here, you can see he's training at Teixeira MMA Fitness in Connecticut. So, and they teamed up, yes, but
come on, you have to choose. It's either Adesanya or Pereira, and predict which round something's gonna happen. I'm saying I'm gonna go round 4.
If Adesanya wins, I think it's gonna be round 5 and by decision.
I actually think I was thinking the same thing, but I think I don't know how fit what's his name is. Don't you think he'll gas out a bit before that, maybe round 4?
But then again, Pereira is like playing with fire because this guy's one hit power.
Yeah. Look, he's got a.
That left hook is devastating.
Look, won't it be something like Usman first, then Adesanya, and then Mr. Heavyweight? Francis
Ngannou, who hits the hardest.
No, I say the 3 African champs. They're not all Nigerians, but I mean,
yeah,
because they,
Jeez, it's a difficult one. This one for me. Okay, 5% more convinced Adesanya would win this one, but I am very, very unsure.
I was gonna go for Pereira, but I just think Izzy knows. I don't know psychologically if it's going to affect him thinking back about like he's been knocked out twice and that's going to bother him. Maybe he's going to try and think too much, overthink it.
And then why he was that he had to make the public statement about his coach's words that he thought was unnecessary.
Or maybe they just did it deliberately.
I don't know.
Do you think maybe Adesanya is going to take him to the ground? I have a funny feeling that's going to happen. I think he's going to test him.
But who has Alex been training with?
He said, and have you watched the interview when he said, "You find out about my ground game"? He said, like, you will know about it. I think he mentioned something like that.
So that's another thing. He's been training with a Brazilian jiu-jitsu master.
Yeah,
Teixeira. So. Yeah, you can't. I don't think Izzy will beat him on the ground.
You don't, as well, he's not that experienced on the ground. He's only been doing kickboxing his whole life. How has this changed? How long has he been doing MMA?
Um,
He hasn't got as much experience as Adesanya. You understand?
true, but then again, Adesanya is not going to take him to the ground.
I think Adesanya is like that type of character where he would like to surprise.
But
I think he likes surprising.
but does he want to find that out and fight a guy that's been training with Glover Teixeira, so with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? So Alex might scare him on the ground. You know,
I think he's going to have to go with his confidence. If he's confident enough that his ground game is good enough, or has he improved, or for him to use that.
all the fighters at Adesanya's camp are majority kickboxers. Look at Dan Hooker, Kai Kara France, Dan Hooker, what's the short guy? Volkanovski. All of them. They don't really wrestle on the ground. So I think the shift.
Yeah, but I think they all practice the defense. However,
the takedown defense, yes. But have they practiced wrestling or stuff like that? Maybe a little, but I don't think their Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling is up to the standard of what Glover Teixeira knows. That's what I feel. So
you're going for?
I'm going for very narrowly.
Are you going to change your mind?
Hey, we've got a chatter, JL. Sorry, we didn't see. Is it me? But Alex looked drained at AF. What is AF?
As fuck.
Yeah, where
Alex is it Alex
Pereira
drained because
sorry, where did you see that? I'm just curious. Did you watch it on those
when was the last time you saw that?
or did you see it in
was
a
it
fight?
during a fight, yeah, or training, or when? And tell us where you're from, Mr. JL. Oh, the weigh-in. Oh, that's interesting. Have you watched the weigh-in?
I have not watched the weigh-in.
Why haven't we watched the weigh-in, damn it?
Because we suck. And you were playing bowls.
You freaking suck. We should have watched the weigh-in.
Shut up, you slimy bastard.
Listen, what's this? Oh, are you from Canada? So who would you say, who's your favorite? Would you say Adesanya is going to be, is he going to do it like in 5 rounds?
Yeah, what's your prediction, Jay?
It's going to be interesting. Oh, so he looked drained. You know, maybe because he cut weight, he had to cut some weight. That could also play a part, you know.
But he's training on a Glover Teixeira and he's a seasoned
Look
veteran.
there. Inan was naked. You see, weight cut. Izzy will shock the world decision. In 5, yeah, well, that's...
If you say the world decision, yeah,
we're looking forward to this. Man.
if you say that, just share with us what you've seen, because if I look at the predictions here, Adesanya is a -165 favorite to the 140.
Yeah, a win is a win. I agree with you, Joel, because Adesanya,
I agree too.
Adesanya just wants to win, you know. He just wants to show that, you know, he can beat this guy and defend his championship. But don't you reckon there might be that surprise where Pereira can catch him with a left hook? That's always possible, however.
Very much.
But Izzy, I think, being Izzy is like, he's just...
Yeah, I think the experience...
He hasn't lost.
But, yeah, and then again, it can be lonely. Like Mr. J's countryman, Mr. St. Pierre, said it becomes lonely at the top.
He said that, did he?
Yes, he said that when he was talking to Izzy in a...
George St. Pierre. And he went to go and he flew up to visit Adesanya, apparently. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
And he was at some... I don't know when was this.
Where did he visit him in New Zealand?
I don't know where it was, but I saw that on YouTube. And I think Adesanya enjoyed that. If it's boring, who cares? If Izzy wrestles and submits, people say if Izzy... Yeah. Do you reckon Adesanya's going to shock everybody and take him to the ground, JL?
I think that's going to be a bad idea.
Unlikely, maybe, but you never know. I think Adesanya might surprise. Maybe. Because I think he knows both of them are kickboxers, so
Yeah.
he might want to change and like show people a different side because he wouldn't want to just be like one-dimensional, I think.
I kind of, if I actually think about it, who's got most to lose out of this fight? I personally feel Alex Pereira's got more to lose.
Yeah.
I personally think he's got more.
No,
to
but I mean, under Sanya with his, then he's not under, then he's defeated.
Yeah, but
he can't keep his undefeated record.
Well, it's an ego battle. It's a 2-to-love.
Yeah.
For Pereira against Izzy, and now it's going to be 2-1. So I think he's got everything to lose.
Izzy feels like the underdog. Izzy feels like the underdog, really. And Alex, let's be honest, was given this opportunity on a silver platter. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He was given it on a silver platter.
Alex loses. Good luck with Marvin
Vettori. You think Izzy's going to fight Marvin Vettori again?
No, if Alex loses, good luck with Marvin. With Alex fighting Marvin Vettori.
I think the two, yeah, if like Alex is still the underdog, but I think the top two in the middleweight division is, without a doubt, is Adesanya and Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker played with Vettori in that fight night. He just...
Yeah, so your final, do you want to change your mind?
Yeah, Jay. Also curious who about some other fights. We're gonna close this one. No offense to the other fighters here, but basically the Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler fights are one of my, and the Easy fight I really want to see.
Oh, you think that? Has he been showing respect to Brazil? Meaning that, okay, that he actually accepts maybe that he could be there, he could be like a really good fighter and that he could maybe lose. Or not saying that as such. Yeah.
You think Zhang will steamroll Carla?
Yeah, well, we also predicted, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, eh? Like, there's no odds on that. But Carla's a bit old. I think.
Let's ask JL. JL, who's your favorite fighter at the moment?
What Canadian fighters are there?
Not necessarily Canadian, but let's find out.
Islam Makhachev.
Or of all time.
Now,
present, and the past.
What a question is that? Obviously, it's George St. Pierre.
Present and of all time.
George St. Pierre. But
GSP.
How about currently? Challenge.
I also like Chandler's.
I'm not a.
You're not a Chandler fan.
No, I won't say that. But I predict Michael Chandler's going to win this fight.
Yeah. I also think he's going to win. But I think a lot of people might. I think he's maybe seen as overconfident, which can make him look like. But he's a GSP all-time. Jones.
I told you.
Yeah, John Jones. And do you reckon it's a good thing for John Jones to move to heavyweight? If that fight is ever going to happen with, you know who? I just think John Jones looks much slower now.
Some people predict he's scared to fight.
I just think he's doing that to cash in, man. It's all about the money, obviously.
Would you do you think John Jones needs money? I think.
Well, with all the money he needed to get bailed out from prison, who knows? That's just.
But would you put your record on the line? I think he's such a phenomenon in mixed martial arts that if he goes out there and loses, it's technically gonna be his first loss.
Yeah. Okay, GSP of all time over John Jones. Jones is scared he will lose.
I agree.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, Jones did cheat. With all that.
Listen, Jones is good. Say what you want. It's
Yeah,
like you love to
man.
hate him. He's really good. He is like one of the best of all time.
Oh yes.
But
Yes.
is he likable? I don't know.
Did you hear that?
Daniel Cormier doesn't think.
Did you
or
hear
doesn't
that
like
thing
him.
about the easy titty that popped?
Well,
I said, I don't want to get
no,
in.
that was funny, and he just
It
had
was.
to make that
It
comment.
was funny about the PSDs, but
Cool, man. Is there any?
yes. Jay, who do you think? Do you think Chandler's gonna win, or
Poirier, Dustin Poirier.
It's quite a difficult one, but I think Chandler's gonna win it due to him being mentally more positive. I personally feel.
Maybe. Light heavyweight, especially with Yuri Prohach. No, is it? Yeah, he's light heavyweight champion.
Yes, he's light heavyweight champ.
Prohachka. What's happened to him?
He's
Chandler decision. Okay. Chandler decision?
I think I'm also gonna go with Jay on that one. I think it's gonna be a prediction win for Chandler.
You think they're going to go 5 rounds?
It's not.
Both?
It's a 3-round fight.
Oh, shit. I forgot. I'm thinking like championship. If Chandler wants a belt, he needs to get a good win streak going now.
But do you think there's any chance of
I
Chandler?
don't think there's a chance for anybody to. Jan said he wants to move down. Really? 185.
Jan.
Which division is that? And who's the
Sorry,
champ?
Jan.
Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz. Oh. Okay.
What is 185?
185 is middleweight. 205 is light
Oh.
heavyweight. So Jan.
Ah, okay.
Oh, so
That would be interesting.
Jan wants to go and beat Easy.
He wants to beat him again, second time. He beat him the
Yes.
And but
Yeah, well, listen to this. What a good. This is actually cool what Jay says. If you actually think about it, Yuri, Adesanya came to my kingdom and I beat him. Now I'm going down to his kingdom and I'm gonna beat him. Because I beat him at my division. Now I'm going down to his
that's
division.
also
to beat
true
him.
what JL says about the weight, because he's not a natural middleweight.
Yes. I also think he's gonna be drained and.
He's actually a big guy, and you know, imagine his gaunt face. He's going to be like a Starvin Marvin, like that. But let's ask JL. So, what do you think of Dricus, the South African? That's also moving up now. He's fighting against Darren Till. I don't know if you followed that. And what do you think about his fights? I don't. Yeah. TJ. Who's TJ?
Who's TJ?
Delicious.
No, definitely not TJ Dillashaw. That
Not?
guy is over.
Who's TJ? I'd like to hear your views on Dricus. I don't think Dricus is ever going to get to be. I spoke to Chad. He's like, yeah, no, he's going to knock out Adesanya. How's that going to happen?
No. Well, not yet.
Unless he gets really older.
Yes. Not gonna lie, I hope.
Till gets rolled over, but he has chatted a lot of shit. He seems to be ducking everyone. Yeah, true. And I think he hasn't. Yeah, I think Till isn't like closest to where he used to be.
Yes, but he's training with Kamzat.
I'm going to smash everyone. I'm going to kill you. He wants to kill a lot of people, man.
That's just big talk.
Cool, man. It's nice chatting to you,
Yeah.
JL. Do you do any, or have you done any mixed martial arts before in your lifetime? Or
Are we gonna start?
you still doing?
Are we gonna start some Muay Thai?
I don't know, man. I like watching. I don't want to.
It improves your tennis too.
Really?
I said combat sports improves.
Well, let's see. If Darren wins, Izzy wins, I might do a fight.
Thoughts? I think that's really silly. Darren is really
wrestle, maybe doing kickboxing soon. Wow, cool. But wrestling, man, I think wrestling is the shit. It's like in fighting, you can be a good boxer, but if you can take someone down and
but you have to be able to take down.
yes. I mean, look at Khabib, you know.
But that's Sambo, yeah. I think that's a stupid thing to do.
Let's ask JL.
Darren?
Oh, he plays rugby. Rugby and wrestling is
Oh, rugby.
Do you play rugby yourself, JL?
What position?
Oh, cool. Yeah, Canada would beat the US.
I was at primary school. I was a lock, and varsity I was a left winger. Did you play rugby?
Many years ago. Number 7. Oh, flank.
Oh, he's a flanker. Oh, so he's a
A
tough
big guy.
wrestler. He's a Richie McCall.
Richie McCall was good, man.
Oh yes, he was.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
It's a flanker.
yeah, flank. Number 7. 7 and 6.
Oh, the two flankers.
Cool, man. Nice
Yeah,
chatting.
Just last one on your thoughts on Izzy if he wins and Till might do a fight. I think that's silly. I think Till has not done enough to get a championship fight. He should climb the rankings. I think he's ranked number 9. I think he should grab a climber, but before you can do
I know
that.
it's a sport, but it's way more fun than American football. Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
definitely.
can't stand American football.
I've played American football, but yeah, it's just too much. No disrespect to any NFL guys, but there's just too much.
I shouldn't have said
interruptions.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said I can't stand it. It's just like we're not used to it. I suppose being an American sport, it's not like. But yeah, I can't get used to that. I mean,
Yeah.
compared to, having played rugby a bit and watching it too. But everyone to their own, I suppose.
Yeah, it's to his own. And let's be honest, American football is way more popular. Not worldwide, but there's more money into it. So put it that way.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Cool, and yeah, nice chatting, JL. Mr. Hanky and I will be back for UFC 282, where Yuri Prohaska takes on Glover Teixeira, and Jan Blachowicz takes on Magomedov.
I just read there. I want easy to rise of battle. Alex seems to be estimating easy and saying yes. Alex didn't. Yeah. Well, let's have a look and see.
Yes.
All will be shown at UFC 281.
281. And yeah, I'm going to predict Adesanya, but I'm not very confident in it. But I'll say
also
slightly he's going to be favorite.
Yeah.
And out of the fight card, that's going to be the shocker, I think, or that's going to be Alex Pereira's fight. That's going to be the upset of if there is one.
Yeah.
That's going to be the upset.
Let's see.
So
Anything. Well, yeah. Anything can happen, but
Anything
I'll go for easy with points, or maybe round 3 or 4. Something's gonna happen.
a quick roundup. I'm going with Claudio Piles. Mr. Hanky's going with Dan Hooker.
Yeah, Dan Hooker for me.
We're both going with Chris Gutierrez
That's
in this
correct.
fight. We're both going with Michael Chandler in this fight.
Yeah.
And
And both
going for
Wiley.
Wiley and
Both. Why always picking the same fight as me?
yeah.
No, it's yeah. Let's have a look and
A
see.
last one from Mr. J. If you can just quickly in short order type one of these two, either Dan Hooker or Claudio, then either Frankie Edgar, Dustin or okay, we know who you're gonna pick, but between the other two, is it gonna be Claudio or is it gonna be Chris Gutierrez? Do you agree with us, or what's your view?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a very success. Feels very good. We had was a good session, and I'm very excited, and I'm gonna be tired.
Yeah.
So
Are you gonna
Yeah.
watch the prelims? Not really.
I might as well, but I have to.
I know of someone that's gonna watch it from freaking. When does it? Yeah, when does it start? Actually, the prelims, like from
I think
our time, 11
our
p.m.
time. Yeah, maybe at 12. I think
Mm.
maybe early prelim starts at hour 12, but we will see. Right,
Cool, man.
and last one. Play the song
Why is it so?
because they can hear it. That's our new song.
I mean, it's not.
It's the fighting song of the UFC.
Whose walkout song is this?
I think Mr. J is left. Yeah. Anyway, it was a very successful one. We want retribution. You like the song? Cheers guys, thank you for watching and see you guys back at, or see Mr. Hanky back at 281. I will be playing God of War
No,
Saturday night.
82, not
32.
What is it? Scottska versus.
Teixeira. Thank you for watching everybody. As Mr. Hanky says, you are the best.